Hello everybody and welcome back to a new soft-spoken video, and welcome back to part 2 of my series now, where I judge your Letterboxd account and yourself. Actually no, I just judge your top 4. One day I might expand and judge your whole Letterboxd, but for now I'm basically forming an opinion about you as a person based on your top 4 films, which, I think your favorite films say a lot about you, but of course this is all for fun and games. Please don't take any offense in everything that I say. I don't know you, so I'm just making assumptions. That was a loud knock. Great. Thank you so much if you commented your Letterboxd account. I received 14 comments. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them all, just because I had a look at some of them and there are a couple accounts where I haven't seen a single film, and also maybe I'm not super, well, depends. Some of them I don't know some films, and yeah, basically I just don't want to say I haven't seen any of these films, but I'm still gonna judge you. I want to know the films, or at least know most of the films and stuff. So again, if I don't judge your account, sorry, but also you're giving me great ideas onto what to watch next and what to put on my watch list. So without further ado, let's get into the first account. Okay, we're gonna start off with Wowie Zoe 7. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Your profile picture is a cinema room screen. Okay, Paris, Texas, Alien, The Apartment, Singing in the Rain. I have to say I've only seen Alien, and probably half of Paris, Texas is a very long film. So you're not afraid of a long film, and you're not afraid of a classic older film. The Apartment is from the 60s, Singing in the Rain is from the 50s. I haven't seen them. I know they're just iconic for a reason. So you're giving well read, you're giving knowledgeable about films, but maybe you're also a bit annoying when it comes to just remembering dates, or you're a bit picky when it comes to just you like to be specific about certain things. I don't know, just because you put 2 older films and then you put a very long film, and then Alien is like the fun card thrown in there. Still cool and iconic, and it's definitely the most different out of these 4 films. So cool. I give your top 4. I mean, it's unfair because I haven't seen 2 films out of 4. I'm probably gonna give it a 3. It's fine, it works, but yeah, apart from Alien, which I love, I'm not super necessarily pulled by the other 3. So yeah, I'm giving you 3 stars. Okay, moving on to Connor. I love how your top 4 is all yellow, basically. Magnolia, Paul Thomas Anderson, Police Story, Jackie Chan, Roman Holiday, and then David Lynch, Mulholland Drive. Okay, I've only seen Mulholland Drive, so again, I'm sorry if I'm expressing an opinion on, I can't comment on all of them. I know I'm gonna love Magnolia. I just know I'm gonna love it. I just need to watch it. And then you threw in Police Story, which is giving, you're your profile is a pro profile, which tells me you're really into film. Otherwise, you wouldn't be giving your money to Letterboxd. So yeah, you like to have fun, but then you also take things seriously. Roman Holiday, Mulholland Drive is David Lynch, and then Paul Thomas Anderson is also one of the most, prolific modern day directors, and he's very beloved, and yeah, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty solid one, pretty safe, I have to say, in the best way. Just like you picked some good, strong, top fours. Mm, I don't know. Maybe I'll give you a 3.5. Again, just because I haven't seen Roman Holiday, Police Story, or Magnolia. But David Lynch is really pushing it all up. So yeah, 3.5. Okay, now we're looking at Luggchen. What is your profile picture? A corner of a room. Enigmatic. Patterson, After Sun, Universal Language, and Arrival. Okay. I love Patterson. It's one of the most romantic, comforting films I've ever seen in my whole life. It's such a warm blanket that reminds you about how wonderful a slow life can be, basically. Then you throw in After Sun, which is just like, it's like being hit on the head. Is terrible. I've talked about After Sun in my reading bad reviews about films that I love. After Sun is brutal. Is beautiful, but it's brutal. Arrival. I haven't never seen Arrival. I'm not usually the biggest. Well, okay. I love a spacey film, but to me, they tend to be a bit same. I know it's a very big generalization, but this is Villeneuve, so I know it's gonna be gorgeous to look at, basically. So I'm gonna trust you on that one. And then Universal Language. Never seen this one before. Oh, it's an Iranian and French Canadian film. Ooh, Winter and Winnipeg. Okay. Sounds interesting. I might need to put this on my watch list, definitely. Yeah, I like how you put a bit of a, unknown or like lesser known, or maybe it's just unknown to me. I'm so sorry if this is a popular film. And then you throw in After Sun, Patterson, Arrival. Oh, you're a bit hard to read, just like your profile picture, because again, you have a film about tender love and simple life and slowing down and stuff like that. And then After Sun is a brutal, film about family dynamic and memories of childhood and traumatic events. And then Arrival, I'm not sure what Arrival is about, actually. Sorry, this is my laptop going in battery saving mode. I should probably plug it in. Okay, so Arrival is taking place after alien crafts land around the world. An expert linguist is recruited by the military to determine whether they come in peace or are a threat. Okay, so I guess your top four can be boiled down to very existential films, really. Again, I don't know about Universal Language, but they all sound very existential, and they all film that make you reflect about very real everyday experiences and like human experiences, which I guess you could say is most films, but this is like in a deeper way, I guess. So cool, Luggchen, you sound like a deep person. You sound like somebody your friends can go to have those deep conversations, basically. So I'll give you a 4. I'll give you a 4. Your top 4 is great. Yeah. Okay, Freya. This is a fun one. Good Will Hunting, Stand By Me, Dead Poets Society, and Shallow Grave. Now, finally, a top 4 where I've seen all the films. Wonderful choices, really. Robin Williams fan? Question mark. I think all these films can be pulled down to like the power of friendship. I don't know, in different ways, of course. Yeah, I mean, Shallow Grave is the darker one, I guess, of all these 4 ones, but it's so fun, very entertaining. I love Danny Boyle, so yeah, it's definitely the weirdest, but it's still about friendship, right, at the end of the day. They're also very, again, maybe apart from Shallow Grave, they're all very uplifting and hopeful films. I'll read you Shallow Grave, just by the way, if you've never watched this older Danny Boyle film. When David, Juliet, and Alex find their new roommate dead with a large sum of money, they agree to hide the body and keep the cash. However, this newfound fortune gradually corrodes their friendship. So yeah, apart from this one, that is the darkest one. And I guess Stand By Me is a bit dark. I mean, it's based on, you know, a Stephen King short story. But yeah, the first 3 are very hopeful, very just like overcoming adversities and stuff. So yeah, I guess you look like a hopeful, you know, person, but you can also be a bit of a realist and, you know, accept that a big sum of money will change your friendship. I don't know. You also just like a bit of darkness every once in a while, I guess. So yeah, Freya, your top 4 is great. I'll give you a 4 as well. Actually, Dead Poets Society I've watched a very long time ago, so I should revisit it. Yeah, it wouldn't be a this type of video without what I would comment as a toxic man, if you're a man. Rossius. So with God. So first of all, your profile picture is Batman. We've got The Dark Knight, Sweeney Todd, Kill Bill Part 1 and 2. Your top 5 directors are Tarantino, Nolan, Barton, Spielberg, Jackson. Classic. 5 favorite actors: Jack Nicholson, Johnny Depp, DiCaprio, Kevin Spacey, and Tom Hanks. And your favorite composer: Hans Zimmer, John Williams, John Powell, Danny Elfman, Michael Giacchino. So you're really just like, you know, hitting the strong ones. Yeah, I mean, this is giving toxic. Like, The Dark Knight is incredible. It is, but to say that it's your favorite, same for Sweeney Todd. It's like nothing wrong. Sweeney Todd is so much fun, but to say it's your favorite, and again, Kill Bill is amazing, of course, but it's just a combo. The combo is giving, I don't know, men, they'll say things like, women are taking control of the world and they're taking control of our masculinity and they are de-emasculating us, and I don't know. It's also giving, insecure men a little bit. Sorry, that was brutal. But you know, yeah, I can't unsee it. Again, nothing wrong with liking all these, you know, films and these directors and these actors, but I mean, yeah, so I'm gonna give you a 2. Sorry. Again, I love a color coordinated top 4. We got Audrey from Chicago. I would beg to disagree, but begging disagrees with me. Funny. Neon Genesis, Evangelion, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me, Barry Lyndon, Happy Together. Once again, I think Evangelion was in somebody else's top 4 in my first video, and I said I hadn't watched it, and I still have not, so I don't have much to say about that, except for it's probably one of the most acclaimed and loved animes, and I'm sure there's a good reason for that. Fire Walk With Me is so scary to me. Like, it's definitely the scariest Lynch for me. It's just terrifying, which I love. Barry Lyndon, I've watched back in the day. I was in high school. I remember loving it. It's very long. I should probably revisited, but I remember just like I don't know, loving it. It's just like very Kubrick, but then it's just weird to watch a period piece. I don't know. And then Happy Together. Oh, actually, no, I haven't watched Happy Together. Oopsie daisy. I've seen, yeah, Wong Kar Wai. I've seen In the Mood for Love, Chungking Express, and I think that's it. Yeah, because I haven't watched Fallen Angels. And yeah, Happy Together I need to watch. Yeah, so never mind. So I haven't seen Happy Together, but I really like Wong Kar Wai. I mean, the atmospheres that he creates are so dreamy and a bit nightmarish, and you know, his love representation of love is always complicated, let's say. So great lineup in my opinion. They're all these films are giving I don't know, is Happy Together, let me read a second, because I was gonna say they're all giving a bit like obsession, like when love blurs with negative stuff. And actually, no, what am I saying? I don't know. They all explore darker sides of the human psyche, maybe. A gay couple from Hong Kong takes a trip to Argentina in search of a new beginning, but instead begins drifting even further apart. So yeah, that's why I said. And then Barry Lyndon, let me read you Barry Lyndon. An Irish rogue uses his cunning and wit to work his way up the social classes of the 18th century England, transforming himself from the humble Redmond Barry into the noble Barry Lyndon. Yeah, so it's about deception. And then, I mean, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me, do I even have to say anything about it? If you know anything about Twin Peaks, it's dark as hell. And then Neon Genesis Evangelion, the end of Evangelion, is that, are there multiple, oh, I'm gonna sound very ignorant, are there multiple Neon Genesis Evangelion? Sealy orders an all-out attack on Nerve, aiming to destroy the Evas before Gendo can advance his own plans for the Human Instrumentality Project. Shinji is pushed to the limits of his sanity and he is forced to decide the fate of humanity. Okay, so also very existential, I guess. Yeah, I really like your top four. Again, it's just, they're all quite dark in a way. Maybe not so much Barry Lyndon, but maybe also I'm not remembering right. Yeah, you're not afraid of exploring the darker sides of. I mean, I shouldn't do this, but just quickly scrolling through. You like the girl with the dragon tattoo and the zodiac. So yeah, I think it's fair to say that you're not afraid to explore darker sides of humanity, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 4 stars. I want to watch Barry Lyndon and watch Happy Together, and I think at this point I just have to watch Evangelion. I just have to get on with it because I'm just missing out on the cultural event, which is not recent at all. It's from the 90s, no? Anyway, yeah, I need to jump on the Evangelion bandwagon. Next we have DoctorClefReal, and your top 4 is giving dad. Like, these are a dad's favorite film. Maybe you are a dad, who knows? Django Unchained, episode 3 of Star Wars, my leg is going numb, The Revenge of the Sith, Downfall, and Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just giving dad. Like, Django is so, again, I love Django, but I feel it's like one for the dads because it's a, you know, the most Western homage of Tarantino. I mean, literally Django. And I don't know, I can just hear dads being like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio was so good as the bad guy. And then anything Star Wars, unless it's like, I don't know, because it's the episode 3, it's like, unless it's like the first, I always get confused. Can I call the original trilogy like the first 3 films that ever came out? Is that the original trilogy or the sequels, because those are come before? Does it make sense? Anyway, because it's episode 3, I don't know why it's giving that. And then Downfall, it's about Nazi Germany, which I've never seen. It's 4.1, so it's very well reviewed. But anything World War II, anything Nazi is giving dead. And then Straight Outta Compton, I don't know, it's very famous, but I actually don't know much about it. The World's Most Dangerous Time created the World's Most Dangerous Group. It's giving that. In 1987, 5 young men, using brutally honest rhymes and hardcore beats, put their frustration and anger about life in the most dangerous place in America into the most powerful weapon they had, their music. Okay. The true story how these cultural rebels, blah, blah, blah. Right. Yeah. This is specifically giving white dad. So it's like a white dad being like, oh my gosh, Straight Outta Compton, like, look at these people overcoming their, I don't know, tough upbringing through the power of music. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a thing or a good thing to have white dead taste, but yeah, that's just my opinion. It's my opinion. So I'm gonna give you 2 stars. Sorry. Oh, I didn't say what I've watched. I've only watched Young Unchained. Yes, so if I'm being hypocritical about it, fair enough. Sorry. Lautaro Mata, Patreon. So again, you must be really into films. What's the difference between a pro account and a Patreon account? I'm clearly not that invested in what am I saying? Letterboxd. Okay. Unforgiven, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Dogville, The Big Lebowski. Beep boo, beep boo. I don't know if you remember, if you're watching this video after my first video like this, somebody had a Lars von Trier, I Was the House that Jack Built, Lars von Trier film as their favorite, and I said that's giving, I'm scared of you. And I have to say, thrown in with these other films, Dogville doesn't stick out too much, but I can't unsee it, like that's scary to me. But then The Big Lebowski is a lot of fun, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, although it's not my favorite Tarantino by any means, I can see why he might be like, that's the best Tarantino ever. And then Unforgiven, I can see Clint Eastwood, so I guess it's a Western. 1992, Clint Eastwood. It's a retired once killer, blah blah blah, to help support his 2 motherless children. He accepts the last bounty hunter. Okay, I've never really got into westerns. I'm not against them. I bet they're really fun. I just need to like maybe watch a few. Maybe I should start with the classics. So I guess I'll say that you have a good selection of different genres. That's for sure. Yeah, but that's about it. I don't know. The Big Lebowski, it was really good. I really like the anything Coen brothers. I tend to really like them, but the Big Lebowski doesn't necessarily stick into my memory as like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't think about it a lot, I guess. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I do think about it, but not for good reasons, I guess. And then that Dogville, it's just scaring me. So I don't know, my friend. I think I'm gonna give you a 3. It's like it's fine, but it's just not my favorite lineup. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I'm at 31 minutes, so I think it's time to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give a watch, give my other video a watch, the first one in this series. And again, don't worry, I think I'll keep this, series going. So if you want to be featured, keep an eye on my posts. I will post when I want to receive more accounts to review. So that's all from me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day or a relaxing evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.